In talking about your life, can you tell me something about the things you're especially interested in?
Well, I'm especially interested in building new communities. I've been looking at communities and see how they're set up and how they go about their daily lives since I volunteered at I've visited numerous communities all over Britain.
You've been all over Britain?
Yes.
What else do you do to find out about these communities?
I look on the internet and I've found that I've had to use all sorts of new ways because it's much harder now to get information because of all the bureaucracy and red tape. A lot of people who I've been to keep referring me to other people because with all the litigation that there is these days, they're so worried about being sued.
Right, so they're afraid to tell you things.
Yes.
So does that mean you spend a lot of time on the internet?
Yes.
How much time would you spend?
I spend quite a few hours every night.
Quite a few hours. About.
And I'm looking at now. A year ago, you stopped me from saying this. I wrote to advisory office in near Birmingham, and a lady called wrote back, and she said it was unfortunately necessary that those who lived in their communities, like and their other communities around the UK, that they had to fit either into the role of co-worker or a funded supported resident, and that's a villager.
Yeah.
And she suggested the website. And I've been looking on that website and other websites called it. And I've been searching ever since. And I have been tempted to start looking on the continent.
Yeah.
But I'm very reluctant to, because it would mean learning a new language and getting settled in with a foreign culture.
So, but you're looking very hard. So how much time, when you say a few hours every night?
I spend 2 or 3 hours.
What sort of time would you start looking?
Probably after supper.
And that'd be about what time?
Between 7 and 8 o'clock.
Right. And then what time would you finish?
Around about, sometimes it's 8 or 9 o'clock, and I finish around about 10 or 11.
Right. Tell me about your interests.
Now,
do you have other things? Do you have any collections?
I used to collect pottery when I was little.
How little?
When I was a teenager.
Right.
But because of my brother not being able to get his own space, I've had to take it off the shelf and put it in a big drawer. My brother got married I think it was 8 or nearly 8 years ago.
Yeah.
And he's not been able to get his own place because of the high property prices.
Yeah. Your pottery collection.
You get them from antique fairs.
Yeah. You were able to fit in a drawer, so how big did it get? How many pieces of pottery?
Over 200.
Oh.
But the space on the shelves was needed for things like DVDs. So I had to put it in a drawer.